Welcome back. In this session, we are going to understand Kubernetes health profs liveness. So in previous session, we have understood Kubernetes health profs readiness. So in this session, we will understand liveness. So if you remember from the previous session, so there is three types of Kubernetes health props, right? So one is the readiness that we have already understood. In this session we are going to focus on the liveness. Then last one is the startup props. So let's start with the liveness props. So once again, we are going to use the same setups and everything what we have been doing so far. So you already know in our last deployment we have the replica with the two, we have the resource that's going to monitor it, right? Rolling updates, and we also understood the readiness props. But now we need to understand one problem to really understand when do we need liveness props. So let me scroll up a little bit. So imagine, so what happened our in the previous session, right? We used readiness props, and what readiness props will do, so it makes sure our container is getting started, is getting ready to serve the traffic. Now our Nginx pod has been serving the traffic smoothly because we have checked with the readiness props. So once this is ready, it's able to serve the traffic. But what happened after some time, or maybe couple of days, it could be anything, there is a small bug, and this bug could be leak in the memory, could be the network issues or anything else, and container got freezed. What does it mean? It means the process is still running in a memory, right? So still container is running, but application got crashed. Application is not working, right? So somehow we need to say the Kubernetes, and Kubernetes need to know if really application within the container is running or not. Though container is live, right? We have started it very well, but what happened after 2 hours? If something got wrong, something crashed off, how Kubernetes will know now this container is still running, but within that application is not running, right? So it need to know the internal health of the application, not only at the start time but throughout the life cycle of the container, right? So if container is running, so Kubernetes need to know within the container if application is really running or not running, and this is something we can test with and do with the Kubernetes health prop liveness. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's understand. So let's scroll down, and what we are going to do, we are going to add now this health props. So what is this? So initially, if you remember, in the readiness prop, it was the readiness props, right? Now this is the health props. So what health props do? Again, we have the similar configuration, but this is starts after once our container is started running and serving the traffic. Every 20 seconds is going to check on port 80 on this path if is able to get the HTTP request. If yes, what does it mean? Means application is still running, right? So that's how it works. So again, it's very simple. So let's do this practically. So again, I'm going to create this. Let's go to the terminal and create this folder. Now again, here is the baseline. You can go ahead and use it, but I'm not going to use this baseline. We are directly going to start to adding the live props. So let's open this file, and I'm going to put this configuration, and let me save this, and let's understand this quickly. As I said, again, it's quite similar, but only difference is here this is now live props, right, instead of readiness props. And again, we have some more configuration. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and start this. So let me copy this. Let's go to the terminal and paste this, then kubectl get pods. Now we see our two of the pods are running, right? And this is running, and again this is ready to serve the traffic. Now what we are going to do, we are going to break it. So again, what we'll do now, we'll go and add this line in the health check, right? It means after the 20-second dash is going to check it if something is present here, but technically it will see nothing is present here, right? Means it will start reporting, well, this pot is though running, but this is not healthy, right? So let's do that. Let's go ahead and open our configuration file and scroll down and change this. I need to remove one more slash and save this. Well, now let's go ahead and apply this kubectl apply -f 01 nginx, then kubectl get pods, and let me clear the screen and let's try to do it again. And maybe let's do in the W, and now we will see in some time this is going to fail. Okay, again we can check this, because in the maybe couple of seconds this is going to check and it will find this is not running. And again this something we can check in the from the new tab as well. So let's go here, then type kubectl logs pod and put this. Something is wrong. kubectl logs, we not need to keep the pod here. Okay, now you see this was started running well, everything is good. Now this is testing it, right? It's saying this is not present. So in a moment we are going to see, okay, now you see this is trying to restart. So what happened when it's checking the health and then it's not able to find this, then automatically Kubernetes is going to restart our container. So this is restarting our container, and it's going to try for the couple of times to make sure if there's something wrong, so it will come back, right? So this is quite natural. So if something is not running, what we do, we go ahead and restart our virtual machine. So if there's some misconfiguration, so it will get rid of it. So this is what Kubernetes is trying to do. But if you keep waiting, in certain point of time you will see this is going to fail. So here you will see it's become 0 by 1. So let's wait for the couple of more seconds. Each of the container, it was trying to restart for the, and then this is saying crash off, right? Because now it's saying no, I have tried restarting the container, but there is something wrong, this is not working. So now I cannot accept, okay, means I can accept the traffic, but I'm not ready to serve the traffic, right? So now you can imagine how powerful this is. Again, if you can go and look into the logs, right, we can see some more logs, right? You see it's gracefully shutting it down because it's found this is not working, right? So this was the expected behavior. Perfect. Well, so that's pretty much I wanted to cover here. Please go ahead and do the cleanup. And again, as I said, I have added so many context over here. Please go ahead, read it, spend some time. It will be really helpful for you. Well, thank you so much. See you in the next session.